All right, and welcome back, everyone. There is my small subwoofer box, if you want to call it small. It is kind of small in actuality. The centerpiece right there, that's where the driver will sit. And there'll be a bottom plate that's, well, on the bottom half, it'll be a downward firing subwoofer. As you can tell right here, you'll change out the plate. That way you can experiment with different drivers. And I have 3 different 6-inch drivers or 6.5-inch drivers I want to experiment with, but they all have different screw locations. So I'd rather just change out the plate. I'll need to acquire some 3/4-inch MDF for that and just make sure I drill all the holes in the same space. I did rabbet instead of making dados for the sides right here. Normally I like to make dados, but for the speedier build, I just went ahead and used rabbets. Gonna have to use plywood across the top, homemade plywood that I got glued up right there, and same on the other side there. I got a back being glued up with MDF and plywood, make it a total thickness of 7/8 of an inch. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with 2 7.4 volt LiPo batteries instead of 1 3-cell, because it's going to bring you closer to the 14.5 volts that a car amplifier sees under normal operating conditions in your vehicle. And this is the driver I mainly want to use right here because it's 50 watts by 50 watts, but I believe it says 1.6 ohms and 1.6 ohms. It's a dual voice coil, 6.5-inch driver, right? So the amplifier, I also got the amplifier that went along to push that thing. So in reality, if you had 4 smaller 6.5-inch or whatever, right at 4 ohms, you could wire 2 4-ohm speakers into a 2-ohm load and another pair at a 2-ohm load, then run into that amp and get even louder. But then we're going to be running a single driver right here, but I do have a couple others right over there we can experiment with to see which one produces the better sound. That one's probably got a little bit bigger throw, and that one's got the least amount of throw, but those ones work well in smaller enclosures. That was another box I was experimenting with. I finally ended up using a 10-inch subwoofer in place of 2 of those or any other combination, but there it is. I guess when it gets daylight, I don't know, it might rain today. It sounds like it's kind of raining right now. I'll let this dry up overnight. I don't have my glasses on, so sorry if it's out of focus. There it is, very basic. And then this will be the bottom half. I can't see that at all down there, can you? There's kind of where it is. But my job radio, I don't know if you heard the sound test, but it sounds totally different in person than the recording. Even when I listen to the recording back, it sounds much more distorted, much more terrible. So the ears, when the recording is not that good. Plus I have a what's called a body glove protector on the cell phone. Again, hard concrete floor. Like even right now, I hear myself talk, I hear this loud echo. I can even hear my own snap come back to my own ear. So it's a terrible, terrible thing. Anyway, I think that's enough for today. Have a good day.